Good evening and welcome to my end of the week recap here for Apple and trade plan for next week. First of all, price action did come up and hit my target here between 174 and 175 perfectly, and then came down to the 8 EMA. Did not get a chance to take any trades. Actually, I had plenty of chances. I was just watching other names. A lot of other things were moving this week, so did not take any new trades in Apple. We do have a potential cup and handle forming over here on the daily time frame with a measured move that takes it up to approximately 182, 182 and a half. I do think we are going to come up here and test the 200 SMA. But one thing that is kind of curious is the 200 SMA is actually starting to curl back down a little bit now, so we'll see what happens with that going forward. Trade plan for Monday. I do have a breakout and several other opportunities for pullbacks. This line is actually a little bit higher than what I wanted. I want this to be around 175.60 area, which is this previous peak over here. If there is a significant volume break above, first of all, this flag on Friday, this will trigger me into these 180 calls about 4 weeks in the future. But as I'm pricing these out, I'm looking at the 18 April 180 calls. They're 275, 282 right now. So we'll see what they open up at on Monday. If there's a pullback, I will take these in the money calls 2 weeks out in the future is 172 and a half. Actually, it's kind of hard to see right there. 172 and a half calls. If there's a deeper pullback, I will look at the 170 calls down here at the 21 EMA and the 50 SMA. I'll look for 165 calls about 4 weeks in the future. So that's my trade plan for what I'm looking at taking on Monday or actually early next week, whenever they may set up. Over onto the monthly time frame, it's very hard to see what's actually going on with Apple. It looks very bearish, it has really sold off hard and may be forming a potential bear flag. And as I zoom in here, it's a little bit more clear that price action is looking fairly bullish. 3 weeks ago, we hit that 175.60 level, put in a wick, and failed to follow through down. Did not even put in any sort of a lower low or a new low, for that matter, in relation to current price action. So we put in inside week, broke above last week, and this week we ran back up to that level, and now we're just kind of testing. So price action, as you can see, has had nice strong moves up, and now it's just being compressed. So it's coiling up like a spring, and one way or the other, it's going to break and probably going to make a significant move. In my opinion, that move is going to be above 175.60 for a move up to at least that 182 level that I said was the measured move for this cup and handle. I strongly feel we're actually going to come up here all the way and test the 200 SMA. So food for thought, and that's my trade plan for next week. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Have a good weekend and good luck trading on Monday.